Thanks, Victor. I had to unmute myself. So, welcome to Look Around Florida. I'm trying a new setup and using a Blue Ball microphone. Let me know how I sound tonight. Uh, I'm working very hard on improving the show. Hey, Victor. Hey, Linda and Roy. Welcome to the chat. Uh, I was trying to get a speaker on tonight. I don't know what happened or whatever. Or maybe me and that person uh information didn't line up, so to speak. So no big deal. We're try to get them on at a later date. I sent an email out to our GEC to see if there's anything that they want me to bring up on the show tonight. Uh, did get quite a bit of feedback from Roy, from Daryl Rattree, uh, stuff they're putting on together. Let me go into Daryl Rattree's, then I go into yours, Roy. Daryl Rattree sent me this. Susan Lee, the founder of the Virginia Flaggers. Let me wearing that. There we go. Susan Lee, the founder of the Virginia Flaggers, will be the keynote speaker for the Dixie Defenders SCV Camp 1861 Lee Jackson Dinner, February the 25th. That's not this weekend. That's That's next Saturday in Old Town, Florida. The Dixie Defenders Camp 1861 is announcing the Lee Jackson Dinner will be held February 25th this year, starting at 5 p.m. The dinner will be held at the Old Town, Florida Old Elementary School cafeterium. I hope I said that right. Building 823 Southeast 349 Highway, Old Town, Florida. The RSVP list is now open for tickets. The tickets are $30 per person in advance. The at-door price, if seats available, will be $40 per person. To obtain your tickets, please send a check or money order to SCV Camp 1861, 352 Southeast 502 Street, Old Town, Florida, 32680. Yeah, Old Town, yeah. Once a payment received, your name will be added to the guest list. Sitting is limited. So if you might want to respond quickly, the menu will be an old-fashioned Southern barbecue. Thanks, Daryl, for sending that in. Included in there was, let me click on this. A picture of Susan Lee of the Virginia Flaggers. So if you never talked to her, this be a good time to meet her and talk to her. She's going to have a program on not this Saturday, next Saturday. So feel free to come join the Dixie Defenders. Hey, Kim, how you doing tonight, buddy? Can I announce it now, or is that still hush-hush? Hey, Jeffro. So Roy Hudson sent this in. Roy Hudson sent this in, guys. Mechanized Cavalry Ride, 3rd Battalion, Company D, final revision. The ride will be March 18th, 2023. It will be about 150 miles long and take around 3 hours to complete. We hope as many of compatriots as possible will join us for the day ride. We'll meet at Camp Holler at 9 a.m. For those who want breakfast, and we will have kickstands up at 10 a.m. Camp Holler is located about 3 miles west of exit 180 off I-95, which is State Road 192 in Brevard County. Southside Road. The route will take us west on State Road 192 to 441, where we will turn south. We will continue south on State Road 441 until we east on State Road 680, 68. Follow the county road 713. We will stop, gas up, and head north. This road will lead us up to US 1, where we continue north until we reach Palm Bay Road, where we go west to reach the destination, which will be Long Dodger Restaurant, located at the corner of Palm Bay Road and Millington Road. Once at the Long Dodgers, we will have the chance to visit with our compatriots and make a few friends. Facts to remember: the ride is open to all Metcalf and SCV members. Number 2, you may bring non-members, but you are responsible for their conduct. We will be representing the SCV, so conduct yourself accordingly. Please show up with enough fuel on board, or gas stop will be at 95 miles in our trip, so please plan accordingly. If you have any questions on that event, please reach out to Roy Hudson and he'll get back in touch with you. All right. This was announced on Florida Division members only page, but I am pleased to announce, Dylan, unfortunately, Mr. Turner stepped down as division chaplain. He's a good friend, good supporter of this show. He's been on here multiple times, and I want to wish him well and hope for his best. With that, Kim Hoffecker, I hope I said that right, Kim, is our new Florida Division chaplain. I wish him the best luck, and anything I could do to promote his message as being the division chaplain, I am looking forward to it. So, you heard it live. I got the okay right in the chat by Kim Hoffecker, our new appointed division chaplain. So, welcome aboard, Kim. Be looking forward to working with you, sir. So you heard it first. Well, you heard it second, but you heard it live right here. That's what this show's about, to let you know what's going on in the Florida Division. With that, keep in mind, guys, this Saturday, 10 a.m., White Springs. If you're in the Florida Mechanized Cavalry, the Florida Georgia is doing a meetup there. While that's going on, Camp 1209 will be at Olustee with their whole spread. Their old van, that old TV van, they converted into a mobile command center with flagpole. The Hunley's going to be there, various different things. I'm sure Kim's going to be there. I know Calvin Hart, our division commander, will be there, and Rick Roberts will be there, and various others with Camp 1209 will be present. So if you're going to Olustee, stop by their booth. Tell them you heard about them on Look Around Florida. Rick Roberts and Calvin and all those guys in that camp are big contributors to the show. So please stop by, say hi to them, and let them know you heard about them here on Look Around Florida or Southwest Florida if you're on Facebook. I'm going to be working on a couple of things for the show. This weekend, I have an idea in my head. As you guys, hey, Dylan and Leon, I have an idea in my head. Yeah, instead of doing the countdown, I have an idea to do interviews with our division members. And saying, welcome to Look Around Florida. Stay tuned. Sean will be up next. It's an idea I have. I have a couple of people in mind. I was just thinking about it on my way home last night from Leon Arthur's camp meeting. Where at that camp meeting, I saw 2 new brothers get sworn in to the SCV. Woohoo! Looking forward to doing some good work with those 2. Also saw he's not a new member to the organization, but he's a new member into the Florida Mechanized Cavalry. Saw a fellow brother with the Mech Cav get sworn in. If you're wondering about my shirt, let me give a shout out to the European boys, especially Sven that lives in Germany. I got this shirt from him. He literally took it off his back and gave it to me about 2 years ago. Didn't think anything. Just meeting a brother that was in my area. That was kind of neat. You know, he took it right off his back and said, "Here you go, brother." I thought it was pretty cool. You know, we can't forget about our European brothers and sisters out there. So I'm still reading this book, Rebel Storehouse. This was recommended to me by Michael Hardy. It talks about the cattle in Florida during the war, the skirmishes over cattle. It also talks about salt and various other supplies that Florida contribute besides the men to the war effort up in Tennessee and Virginia. So I'm learning a lot from this book on everything. I'm still reading it. Granted, I don't, unless it's an email. Alrighty. Daryl just sent me. Okay. Thanks, Daryl. I got your email. I just got done talking about it, sir. That's the thing. You know, new stuff in the Florida division breaks out sometimes at a moment's notice. I mean, you're hearing a lot of this stuff because I planned it. You know, I send all the GEC an email, see if they have anything. So, get back to what I was talking about. I'm learning a lot from this book. It was recommended, you know, like I was saying, to me by Michael Hardy. Most of you that know me, hey Beth, know me, I get easily distracted. That's why I kind of block it. I try to block everything out. You know, I got one screen with StreamYard on it. Oh, I forgot to do this so Calvin doesn't send me a nasty email or phone call later. I know. Most of you know me, you know, anything can fly out of my mouth. So, there's a couple of events coming up. I'm not going to say where I'm going to be this weekend. I'm keeping that a surprise. But I will say this. I am planning on going live at 2 events this weekend. So make sure you stay tuned. This weekend, I'm not going to say time frame or where I'm going to be. I'm keeping that secret. Only a handful of people know where I'm going to be this weekend. So it's going to be a surprise. So I'm going to try to go live a couple of times this weekend. And like I said, I have a plan in my head to help the show out. Instead of just looking at the countdown before the show, get some members involved. Them say, hey, welcome to Look Around Florida. Stay tuned. Your host, Sean McFall, will be up. It's an idea. I'm going to talk to various members this weekend in the Florida division and see if they want to take part in that. I know some people out there are camera shy. I think everybody in the chat is not camera shy. So I hope so. I'm waiting on him back from Kim Hofecker when he wants to come on the show to introduce himself to all you lovely people. So as soon as he's available, he'll be coming on and giving you the gospel, so to speak. Thanks, Kip. I thought I screwed it up. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to screw it up, but you know me. So, guys and girls, that's what I'm planning on working on this weekend. I am still looking for a logo for the show. So if you have young people in your camps, or maybe you want to help out, remember, I do this show for you. I'm just the voice and that. And when they're, yes, he did, Jeffro. He did a great job. Big supporter of this show. You know, if you get some young people or if you're crafty, I am looking for a logo for this show. So feel free to hit me up. You can send me an email. You know, there it is. I'm using that one temporarily. Yeah, we are division strong. Keep that in mind. And the biggest thing that's coming out of the division, are you ready? Are you ready for the division reunion? Jeffro has a plan in mind on what he wants to do at division reunion. I'm not going to spoil his announcement or anything. Hopefully we can get Jeffro to come on the show and give us an update on Flags Across Florida. Probably maybe next Tuesday, the week after that, Jeffro. Just let me know. I know you're doing some scouting, some reports this weekend, so a lot of cool things going on with the Florida division, SCV, OCR ladies. Don't think I'm forgetting about you. You can always submit stuff to the show too. This is also about you lovely ladies. With a good man has a good woman behind him. So, just like Roy Hudson in the chat has Linda right by his side. Like Delyn in the chat has Leon Arthur by her side. That's good, Delyn. I hope quite a bit from your camper coming to from Leon's camper coming to the division reunion. We haven't talked about it at my camp level. we talked about the amendment changes to the division constitution. So, the Bogus camp has came a long way. We've been meeting down in Naples at a restaurant. So God has a plan for all of us, not just me, but all you in the chat too. God has a plan for all of us. To find good meeting spots. Good Christian values, just like our ancestors had. Good Christian values. We had Christians, we had Jews, various other different religions in the Confederate Army. So, the Almighty always has a plan for us. We don't know. We don't always see the plan. He has us on a path. Sometimes we stray, and He smacks us around to get us back on that path that He has planned for us. So that's about it. If you guys have, Delenn, the Turner Center, when the last weekend in March, Camp 2180 will be at the Turner Center in Arcadia. I have Immokalee stuck in my head for some reason, maybe because I spent so much time. March 25th. It's a one-day event at the Turner Center. Camp 2181 is going to have a display there. Delenn, I think I did hear it right. There's going to be food trucks there and a few other stuff. If people want to come, Delenn, what time should they show up? Okay, she's probably typing. So that's the same weekend as the Jacob Summerlin camp, the Battle of Narcoossee Mills. Yes, Pioneer Days, food vendors, all going to be at the Turner Center in Arcadia, 9 a.m. So I know a couple of my camp members will be there. Unfortunately, Delenn, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be at Narcoossee that weekend. My reenactment unit haven't done much this year, but unfortunately, we're going to there we go. Let me put that one up. Going to Narcoossee. We haven't done much this year, and that's the only reenactment we're pretty much getting together. Oh, thanks, Delenn. Hey, Delenn, maybe perfect, Al. Thank you, sir. That's in 2 weeks. Wait, 2-3 weeks. You want to do February the 28th or February the 7th, Al? The first full week would be for March the 7th. If that sounds good for you, Al, that's good for me. I'll send you a reminder on that. Keep in mind, guys, if you want to be a guest speaker, as soon as you tell me you want to be a guest speaker on the show, I try to plan everything out Sunday for guests, to send them the link to be able to join the chat. Yes, March. There we go. So you guys heard it right from Al's mouth. Get ready. Celebrate. Who's Auntie? Oh. So you heard right out of the horse's mouth. March 7th, Al Massey's going to be on to talk about his event. The Battle of Darkusi reenactment. Maybe we can get him also to talk about Jacob Sumlin a little bit. You know, maybe some highlights. Oh, Annette. Duh. I didn't see her say hi or anything. She's probably watching. Camera shy. Alrighty. So, a lot of cool things going on with the Florida division. We got a new division chaplain. Like I said, I hate to see Mr. Turner go. If how many people know what this picture, who this picture is? The question for the night. Just type in the chat who you think it is. There's one person I know that's probably going to get it, and that's Leon Arthur. Feel free to type in the chat who you think this guy is. And if you're in my camp, you better know. That's right, Dylan. I think Leon knows who it is too. Dylan, you spoiled the fun. I was trying to see who else can get it. You're right, Dylan. Leon is right. That is Lieutenant Boggess, my camp's namesake. He is buried in Arcadia, right next to his sister. Little information. I'm going to try to do that every show, is get a picture of one of our Confederate heroes from Florida and do a little questionnaire. See how many people know. It's an idea. I just had it, spur of the moment type thing, you know. See how many people can recognize. Who knows? It might be one of Joel Knight. It could be one of Jacob Summerlin. So do your homework, boys and girls. You know, the more we talk about them, the less they are forgotten. Keep that in mind. Ugh. It's been a long, crazy day at work, so a lot of cool stuff is happening. Thank you for joining me tonight. See if Jeffro's available next Tuesday, or Leon. Have Leon come on and help me talk about some of the supplies that Florida did for the Confederacy. Oh, is somebody stepping down? You can do it, Dylan. All right, Jeffro, that's planned for next Tuesday. Maybe we get you on and Leon at the same time. If Leon's available, Dylan, let me know. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on. You heard some breaking news right here. Oh, your chapter. Well, I tell you who to call. Don't know if she'll do it or not. Okay. I like it, Linda. Who died? Al? Oh, okay. Yeah, she died today at 82. What movies did she do? Oh, a lot of old westerns. Gotcha. So, yeah, famous actress died today. Let's see what movies she did. Legally Blonde, The Three Musketeers. Huh. I never really got starstruck with the names. The only one I ever got starstruck was, yeah, most likely was Burt Reynolds, because part of that movie, one of the Smoking the Bandits was filmed right there in US 41 in the Everglades. And because I remember as a kid, I really fell in love with his movies. Uh, and my grandmother told me that Burt Reynolds owned a house on Sanibel. Don't know if that's true or not, but uh, I remember I can remember my grandmother loaded me and my sister up, drove us around Sanibel. I think she was just pointing at a random house. Woohoo! Drive around Sanibel, just pointed at a random house, and that was Burt Reynolds' house. Don't know if it's true or not, but it's a fun story, fun memory. I know he owned homes here in Florida, but yeah. So, guys, but if you're going to Division Reunion, book the motel in Chiefland, uh, the Quality Inn one. I had a good experience there last year. Rooms are clean. Uh, Pretty much everybody in South Florida was there. Hopefully, we get a good crowd again this year for the before the reunion and after reunion party. Uh, it was a good time last year. A lot of us hung out as we were trickling in Friday night. Did same thing Saturday night after the division reunion. Yes, Dylan, you're right. The prices are good. They had breakfast for us there. It was enough to get our stomachs full and go to the reunion Sunday. Same thing, enough for us to get our stomachs full and hit the open road back home. And I let Jeffro talk about what he's thinking about doing Friday night there as we're all trickling in for the division reunion next Tuesday. So let him do his report on flags across Florida. Uh, report next Tuesday. So, like I said, keep an eye on this chat, either Facebook or YouTube this weekend. You never know where I'm going to go live. And there's a couple of fun events coming up this weekend. They look cool and everything. So I may or may not pop up at one of them, or if not both. So I'm not going to ruin the surprise or anything, but stay tuned, guys. Pretty much all I got for tonight. I covered Roy Hudson's stuff for his ride coming up. I covered Daryl Rattray's stuff that's coming up. Remember, all members can contribute. If you just want to come on the show, talk about your ancestor, feel free. Hit me up. I'll bring you on. I'm not shy. Don't be camera shy. This is how we remember our ancestors. Not only what the division is doing, different camps, but this being a time for you to introduce yourself to your fellow brothers. You know, you may only see what's going on at the camp level, but there's a big picture. Trust me, I know. I've been in the SCV since I was 18 years old, and all I saw was the camp level. As communication aspect has increased, like their show, emails, all that, it opens the door. You know, this chat's here for you guys. Feel free to hit me up. With that being said, it's been a long, crazy day for me. So let me end on this video. Stay Southern. Stay safe. Don't let the bastards grind you down. With that being said, stay tuned. This Saturday, I'm going to go live somewhere. You never know where. Have a good night, everybody.
When my mother was in college, she danced with Confederate veterans. To me, it wasn't that far away. You know, my father knew this. My mother knew this. Almost 50 years ago, I joined the Sons of Confederate Veterans. In those days, we weren't concerned about saving monuments or any of those things. That wasn't necessary. In fact, none of us had any remote idea that it would ever come up, or we would have done something then. We can't just sit there and react. We have to be proactive.
The Sons of Confederate Veterans is the direct heir of the United Confederate Veterans and the oldest hereditary organization for male descendants of Confederate soldiers. Organized at Richmond, Virginia in 1896, the SCV continues to serve as a historical, patriotic, and non-political organization dedicated to ensuring that a true history of the 1861 to 1865 period is preserved. Membership in the SCV is open to all male descendants of any veteran who served honorably in the Confederate Armed Forces.
It is my birthright. My ancestors fought and bled and died. Because of their sacrifice, it gives me not only the eligibility to join, but it's my duty to join the organization. Their blood flows through my veins. Their struggles and triumphs are what made my family what it was, and in a sense made me who I am today. We're to defend the Confederate soldier's good name, that he fought for a noble cause, that he fought for his home, his wife, his children, and his descendants. We're to guard his history, which to me, it's the monuments, it's the headstones, as well as the actual written history of what happened during that war.
The citizen soldiers who fought for the Confederacy personified the best qualities of America. The preservation of liberty and freedom was the motivating factor in the South's decision to fight the Second American Revolution. The tenacity with which the Confederate soldiers fought underscored their belief in the rights guaranteed by the Constitution. These attributes are the underpinning of our democratic society and represent the foundation on which this nation was built. Today, the Sons of Confederate Veterans is preserving the history and legacy of these heroes, so future generations can understand the motives that gave life to the Southern cause.
We need to draw the line in the sand right now. These are our Confederate monuments. These are our Southern heroes, and you're not going to take them down. Right now, if we do not protect our heritage and present it as it truly was, it's going to be lost forever.
The memory and reputation of the Confederate soldier, as well as the motives for his suffering and sacrifice, are being purposely distorted in an attempt to alter history. And unless the descendants of Southern soldiers resist those efforts, a unique part of our nation's cultural heritage will cease to exist.
My commitment to the SCV is a commitment to our heritage, our cause, not in a violent way nor an aggressive way, simply in the way we live. Live what you believe, but in your defense, know in what you're defending and defend it truthfully.
If you were interested in perpetuating the ideals that motivated your Confederate ancestor, the SCV needs you. Simply visit www.scv.org today. Our genealogists are ready to help you trace your Confederate heritage.
We're not just some history club. We are a fraternal organization who is essentially the last guardians whose duty it is to defend American and Southern history.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining me.